Hi everyone, welcome to Sunday, day 12. Hope you had a great weekend. Yes, it's a little bit late. I've had a lot to do today, but it's been fun and awesome. So, started my day with RPM. I'm so happy I got to do it. I need it. I didn't get to train as much this week because I got thrown that curveball with my new job, but I needed it and it felt so much easier and I was pumped and I just had so much energy. Again, notice the flow, the vibration as soon as I do that because of the music and stuff like that. I actually got to do the class with my friend Joe, who I'm going to run the race with in July. He was my personal trainer and I've known him for about 3 years. Joe's amazing, but he's never run races before, so this is different for him. And then also too, he's never done RPM, so we're both learning from each other. And it was great to because I've had my business now for 4 years, and I must admit I haven't trained like I did back then, and I've gone through a fair bit of stuff that I was also, and then when I saw him 3 years ago, my health was not really good at all. So to be able to do the class with him, to be at a level that I'm happy with, like I used to train with my clients and alongside another PT, I felt really good today. So that's awesome. So the rest will come, but the fitness, the strength, the endurance, that's all coming. So that was awesome. I'm pumped. We actually said we would train on Sundays and do RPM because it's just going to really help us get to the finish line much better. So that is really great. And then afterwards, because now I'm going to have my routine of the weekends off, and if I'm going to make sure Saturdays and Sundays is gym time. That I went to P3 to the magnesium pool. I just do the hot pools and then it just helps me recover a lot faster. I only did it for half an hour, but that really helped. And also too, I've been around a lot of new energy with clients, so that just helped cleanse and clear and shift stuff. Came home, more housework, had my breakfast, finally got to do the garden, but I still probably have to do round 2 with that because it's just crazy. So I had energy for that. And then basically nearly 1 o'clock, said to the girls, my daughters, we were going to go shopping, went to Harbour Town, didn't get back home till 4:30. Oh, Harbour Town's awesome. But you can spend so much money, but we had lots of fun there. So we did that and then come back home, again, some mummy duties, cook dinner. Now I get to be with you guys. So, this is nothing special. Everyone's doing this stuff, okay? But today I just appreciate that it's my day off. That is just huge, but also too that resetting. I'm getting that structure in my life and pattern. I love doing RPM on a Sunday and going to the pool. I know that's what I'm going to be doing, and then I will do whatever I need to do. That is my day. But definitely notice the vibration, the flow when I do it. So that means this is something that's really in alignment for me. It really fires up the belly for me, and it's something I do really need to do, and I love it, okay? And there's passion. I just love the music. If people who know me as a teenager or my friends or girlfriends, they know how much I love music. And I guess over the last few years, I haven't been able to, So, music is a huge thing for me that I love as well, because that just changes that vibration and flow. But I must admit today, when I was with Joe, because RPM was when I was my fittest, when I worked at the gym. And then it ties into everything that we've been talking about, grief, sadness, or also how sometimes things in your life don't work out the way that you want. It was my dream since I had the girls to go back to the gym, to be a trainer. That was just my passion. Every job I did, I just like, oh, no, I want to be a trainer. And then I had my issues with my weight and stuff. And I remember going to interviews and stuff, and people were like, no, you don't fit the mold. You can't do this. But then, like I said, I was a PT before I had kids, and then I tried again, and I ended up getting my job back where I used to work. But that's what I said, I ended up leaving there after COVID. But in that time, I trained like over 40 ladies a week. I did 4 back-to-back 12 transformation challenges. I got to, lead my team to True Grit, so cool. All of those things. And I used to take Fit 30. They basically hit classes like F45 up for 30 minutes, 5 days a week. When COVID happened, we had to learn to do online videos and classes. So I was doing about 6 of them a week. I had to do 2 classes at a half an hour back to back. So my fitness, my strength, it was insane. And then that's what I'm saying. After COVID happened, I was recently separated and I had responsibility for the girls. And when COVID happened, I actually really got to enjoy and breathe for a bit. I think we all did. We knew that we just didn't have to do that daily grind all the time. But I also knew I had so many other responsibilities that I couldn't work as much because I was doing, 4 to 5 days a week, split shifts. So 9 to 12 and then 4 to 7. So I couldn't do that when, I had to look after my daughters. So, things didn't go as well when I left there. And then I had no choice that I had to just get on with it. Basically create a business out of thin air. Well, not really, but a business being taking it at home, setting up a gym, getting clients, all of that sort of stuff. And then not really processing that I left, and I loved it. When you have so many responsibilities, I had the girls, I had my business, I had the house, all of these things. And then when you are a single parent, it's a completely different level. The stress is through the roof. I'm so lucky I've got support and I do have help, but I'm telling you now, people that are single parents, my hats are off to you, because it's not an easy ride. Okay, people go, oh yeah, you got things all right, sweet, covered. Mate, it's not easy. Okay, and life is not like 20, 30 years ago. It's not easy. So of course something has to drop, and it was my health and it was my training. I used to train 5-6 days a week. So I think today with RPM, it was a bit of that heart center, throat chakra, connecting to that grief and that loss and forgiveness too, I guess, of how I thought my life was going to be a certain way, and then it went another way. But then, think about it, full circle. Over 4 years with my business. In that time, created a business. I've helped so many people. In 2.5 years, I did my diploma of remedial massage. I do mobile massage now. If I didn't leave, that's what I'm saying. If something doesn't, a door has to close, you've got to let it close, because there's a bigger purpose for you. And, when you're in it, you can't see it. But now I see it. Okay, if I still stay where I am there, then I wouldn't have met the people that I have now. Okay, I am definitely, I may not be physically her anymore, but I tell you, I've grown so much in that time. I was innocent then. My eyes are open to life now. So I would never trade her in anymore. Independence, strength, perseverance, persistence. I fall on the floor, I'll just get back up again. I might have a sulk and a whinge, but I'll just just get on with it. And resilience, that is the word. And I know that's in me now. So I am grateful, because that's why we have those lessons. That's why we have those ups and downs, because it's shaping us. And then I think of all the things that I've been through is helping me get to help other people. So there we are. That's what came out for me. It always happens when I start training and stuff. All the, feelings and stuff, and things shift and clear, and that's awesome. So today I want to talk about the 7th chakra, the Crown Chakra. It's a big ball of violet energy, and it's at the top of your head. We have heaps of chakras. Like, I even got chakras at our ears. They're really important too, but they're like mini chakras. But the Crown Chakra is about your spiritual self and your higher self. So your higher self is your most authentic self. Okay, it's your higher self, your spiritual self, who basically has your roadmap of your life, of what you've chosen to do. Okay, but the thing is, when we come to earth, we have free will. So sometimes you might, there'll be a time and age that you're supposed to do something and you don't. Your higher self will start tapping in. So that's where we can also talk about being awakened. There's a thing called dark night of the soul, like when your life is just a mess, it's crazy, it just doesn't work the way like it should. It doesn't make sense, it's crazy, you're depressed, you're sad, you're this, you're that, you want to be by yourself. Everything that makes you happy doesn't make you happy anymore. And then you just have this awakening. It's like, basically, I've had enough. There's got to be more to life than this. And then you awaken. So basically the third eye will open, and you tap into your spiritual self, your higher self. You receive those downloads, those guidance. All right, that's when you start getting connected to your purpose. Okay, this is when you start finding videos like me, or reading books and DVDs, and seeing, spiritual gurus, or like whatever you want to call it, tapping into crystals, tapping into then you start knowing that there's more to life. Then you have conversations with people, you meet people, like you start to understand it's not just basically getting up, go to work, go to bed, this, that, the other. There's more to life. So that's, your spiritual self. Okay. Crown Chakra too, again, if it's unbalanced, you'll have head issues, headaches, migraines, imbalances, that sort of stuff. Basically, when we're too much in our physical life, and just, sometimes, you got to get, if you're having those headaches, or you're feeling unsettled, or you feel like you're in your head all the time, it's because that center is a bit unbalanced. Okay, so again, same thing. YouTube, wearing purple, connecting to frequency music, that stuff's all going to help you. But in your life, how spiritual are you? What do you know? Is there stuff that you need to learn about? A lot of people are afraid of being spiritual, or they call it a bit woo-woo, but this stuff's been around forever. A lot of stuff is still hidden. It's my passion to get this information across to the world, because then things start making sense. Okay? Because like I said, when you tap into your higher self, that's where the fun comes in your life. Because we deserve everything in our life. Okay, we are amazing, we are powerful, we are strong. We can go through so much stuff, and we can rise from it. Okay, that's what that means. So spiritual too, I know that's been in me since I was born. I was always even told at 7, 8 years old, you're such an old soul. I've been around here so many times. When you begin to awaken, you can't go backwards. I can't just tomorrow be like a normal human and just make a mess of life, because I know better, and there's an awareness. So, you know, how are you going in your life? What's really going on there when it comes to that sort of stuff? Do you need to start learning about it a bit more? Yeah, and don't hide it. Don't be afraid. Like, you know, obviously there's certain things I can talk about, certain things I don't want to say, you know, but then there are going to be people in my life that, you know, I have to have the conversation of, yeah, how are you? How was work? How was this? How was that? Keep it simple. And then there are my people that, there's no walls, nothing, no boundaries, nothing. We can say anything to each other. Okay? That means our spirits are like free, and, you know, then we can bounce and learn off each other. So don't be afraid to start getting connected to your higher self, to be spiritual. There's so many books out there. You Google YouTube as well. There's so much information out there. You know, this is why I'm doing my videos for myself, but also to help people. Just, you know, if you want something and you feel like you're missing something in your life, it might be that part of you, that your higher self, your true self, your best version of yourself, wants you to do things a different way. Maybe it's time to listen. Maybe through me, that is your wake-up call. Okay? Because life is short. If you've watched all my videos in the 12 days, there's a big circle that I'm telling you. Okay? But I'm never going to push it on you guys. It's just there. But that's why I'm so grateful that this is like a virtual bookshelf, having YouTube. You know, when you're ready, you can just turn it on, and then hopefully you can figure out stuff with me. Alrighty, I'm going to leave everyone with you. I want you to think about things. Okay? Day 12, my life is changing. I can't wait. This week is going to be like, you know, new, different, but routine pattern. And then one more week, then we've got Easter, got days off again. So just getting to have so much more fun with stuff. You know, I've missed that. Yeah, that's cool. I'm like really happy. Yeah, I hope you are too, and I hope you are learning something when I'm talking to you guys. So tomorrow's day 13. I've gone through all the chakras. We'll see what happens, but I also know, like, it's weird. It's not really weird. When I'm doing these videos, like, I know I'm going to be talking about me getting to health, fitness, to the race. But it's like there's stuff that needs to be said. And I already know where the next, you know, days are going to go and the conversations we're going to have. So I'm so excited to tap into that with you. Okay? Again, when I talk to you tomorrow, everything happens for a reason. Everything is about timing. Okay? So happy Sunday. Take it easy. Oh, if you want to hear some powerful words, go and Google Bon Jovi, It's My Life. Like, I can hear those words. It's my life. I'm going to do it my way. Hear it. Because that is a clear message for all of us. Good night, everyone. Bye.